Thanks for tuning in. Excited to go over the gear and tool bag, wheelchair racing. Do want to apologize. Some of the audio transitions in this clip are a little rough. Hey everybody, Scott Hollonbeck here. Wanted to go over what is in a wheelchair racing bag. Safety first, you gotta have a helmet, little specialized helmet, Clif Bar, nutrition. Next one, water bottle, spare tire. It's 150 gram Rapide. You'll notice something about my spares, it's old. Why is it old? You don't want to have a new, you don't want your spare tire to be new because it hasn't been stretched and it doesn't have any glue on it. So if you blow a tire out and you're out there at a workout or at a race, you can't stretch a new tire on the... We're gonna come to the tool bag in a second. Lastly here is a TheraBand. One of the biggest injuries that athletes have are rotator cuff injuries. So one thing that kept me racing for 20 years without a single rotator cuff issue until I crashed was doing my rotator cuff lifts. So that's external rotation. This one's called sword to saber. And you're just working those small muscles in your rotator cuff. You'll notice, first of all, this is a makeup kit and it's see-through. Why? Well, there's nothing worse than trying to find your gear in a black bag when you can't see anything. First thing, little Badger SPF 30 sunscreen, big fan. Little WD-40. It's not a must-have, but it's not gonna hurt. Here, a couple of extra zip ties. Here is a quick fill, okay? What good is a tire if you can't fill it up? Not a lot of good, but these are great. You cannot fly with these, but I always kept them on the track for workouts and for races. Okay, I've got an extra brass adapter to put air in a tire, even though this also has it. I just always carry one. A little super glue in a reusable format. I highly recommend you use this type of cap. Don't get the cheap ones that freeze up after one use. An adjustable wrench, crescent wrench, so you can get onto any side. As you begin to know your tools, and let's say on your compensator it's a 7/16 or you know, a 6mm open-ended wrench, I suggest that you switch over. I keep this in here because I help a lot of other people and I might be metric or standard. Here's my, for taking my wheels on and off, 6mm. Also got a 5mm. And then I've got some screwdrivers and a hex wrench star. Now, you'll notice this is painted pink. After a lot of years and loaning people my stuff, this is green, this is pink. I always put a little color on my stuff. That way if it walks off, there's no question who owned it. Here's a backup piece. Again, a 6mm, just in case you lose one. And I've taped it together and I put a rubber band on it, made it kind of junked up so nobody wants it. Little piece of sandpaper. That's for if you get a slick spot on your hand ring or you need to sand something down on your gloves real quick, you use that. And then this is klister. This is handball klister. It's used to tack up the ring. We'll show how to do that in a later video. But you gotta have that. A little tip I'm gonna add while I've got it out here is put it on the night before. Always keep a little bit on your wheel. And you wanna put it on with a credit card or some sort of a plastic card so that you smear it nice and smooth onto that hand ring. You can't have a big glob and it has to set in overnight. If it's cold or wet and you try to put it on, it will not work. You've got to know a day in advance what you're going into weather-wise and let this stuff set up. The last item are my gloves. They were in the bag, trust me. So those are your basic tool items that you've got to have if you're going to be doing this sport at a bare minimum. All right, thanks a lot. I hope covering this gear bag and this tool bags makes your training and racing a little bit more enjoyable. Be safe, have fun.